What's up, guys? It's been a little while since I've done a video, but figured I was out here getting some late night work done and I would get one in tonight. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Ann Blackwood and I bring consciousness to the forefront of your daily life to make life a little kinder and simpler. And tonight, I want to talk about embarrassing situations because in psychology and in general in the personal development space, it is the consensus that if you're experiencing something embarrassing, more often than not, if the people around you are noticing it, they're certainly not going to hold on to the memory of it the way you are, and the people around you might not even notice it at all. So these are things we need to think about when having embarrassing situations occur in our lives. One, you want to ask yourself, did the people around me even notice that I was embarrassed or notice the situation happen at all? And because if not, you can probably just let it go right there. And even if they did, remind yourself that where it was embarrassing for you, it was a situation. It was a thing that happened in the world for the people around you. And, they, depending on how embarrassing it was for you, depending on how much they really noticed, they might think about it for a little while, but eventually even they are going to forget about it, and probably a lot faster than you even realize. So we have to be aware of these things because there are these embarrassing situations that we hold on to for lifetimes even, when they don't need to be held on to, and they certainly don't need to hold us back. So this is the other thing I really want you to take into consideration, and I want you to ask yourself is, are you holding on to situations that happened to you in the past that are holding you back from doing something in your present or future? Because especially if you're doing this because it was a circumstance where you were embarrassed in front of somebody else, and that moment of embarrassment because it was around somebody else or other people was what impacted you. If anything, these are like any other moments in time, meant to be lessons in how we behave in the world, but it shouldn't hold you back from doing anything. These moments, this mechanism of evolution in our minds is to help us learn what's dangerous and what's not. But too often in the world today, we take on these embarrassing moments, but the situations aren't actually dangerous. They're a little emotionally upsetting, but at the end of the day, they're not physically harmful to us. And so we need to take this into consideration. The fact that those moments of embarrassment are meant to help protect us, but what we end up doing with them, especially in this day and age, is often letting them more than protect us. We actually let them harm us by letting them hold us back. So I want you to take some time to ask yourself, what about that situation was so bad that I'm letting it affect me now? And could I take the opportunity to try it again? Because most likely you probably tried it once and then never did it again, when you could have had, by trying it again, a completely different experience. This is something that people bring up with kids asking other kids out when they're starting to learn to date, teens rather, asking other teens out, excuse me, when they're entering the dating world, and even young adults, even adults. And what we realize is that not every interaction is going to be exactly the same. You're going to have an interaction where you ask somebody out who doesn't like you, and that might be embarrassing. But then if you ask somebody out who does like you, that's going to gain you reward. And you really need to start doing this sort of assessment with all of the things that embarrassed you or just scare you in general. that are making it so that you're not trying things again. Because if it's not going to end up where you find yourself in a physically threatening, harmful situation, it's worth the risk to put yourself in a position where you could succeed where you once failed. And even that, in that, it might have not been that you failed, it's just the people you were around weren't the right people around to help you through that situation. And it wasn't that you failed at all, but that just through trial and error, sometimes we wind up around supportive people and sometimes we don't. But we've got to keep trying. All right, thank you guys for joining me for another video, and I'll be making more again soon. So see you in the next videos. And if you haven't already, I will be live in my Facebook group, the Vibrational Match Club. So I will drop a link in the description for that, because that'll be my very next video I do. I've been doing them weekly. The weekly What's Happening, what was the weekly card pull for the collective. So come join me in, I think, what did I figure out? It was like 16 some hours. Come join me at 3 p.m. Pacific time, Pacific Standard Time, California time, to get my update for the week. All right. May the energies you serve you well, and let's keep making our way through.